Entering the ring first, fighting out of the blue corner from Florida, here is EDGAR FIGUERA. And his opponent ready to make his ring walk. He is from Norwalk, California, undefeated JAPHETHLEE, LLAMIDO.
Feeling pretty good. It's JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO fighting on a Golden Boy card for the first time in his career. In the Southern California scene for a while. A song called We the Ones. Eddie on the side, bringing him in, walking him in. Father to trainer. In the corner for JAPHETHLEE is Stephanie Chavez, who is a pro fighter herself, and his girlfriend. So Ingrid LLAMIDO, his father. David Martinez also. Stephanie made her debut a few months ago. She's bad. She gets down.
I don't know if I've ever seen that
Yeah.
in the corner, to be honest, which is cool, but I've never seen it.
So this is our third bout of the night. Joe Martinez giving the final one.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing tonight gray trunks trimmed in black, he weighed in officially 127.2 pounds. In 7 professional fights, his record stands at 4 victories, 2 defeats with 1 draw and 2 wins, coming by way of knockout from Palm Beach, Florida. Here is EDGAR FIGUERA. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. Wearing black trunks trimmed in white, he weighed in 126.4 pounds. In 6 bouts as a professional, he is perfect in the ring. 6 victories, including 2 wins, coming by way of knockout from Norwalk, California. Here's the undefeated JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO. And your referee in charge of the action, Ivan Guillermo, with the final instruction.
Fighters in 2 seconds. You both received your instructions in the locker room. Cups are good. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch gloves.
Getting ready for our third bout. Beth Duran Marlana Sparza with you. One more fight here on the Golden Boys YouTube page. Then at 5 o'clock on DAZN, the broadcast will start with the main event being Zurdo de Ramirez. So thank you for joining us wherever you may be, especially if you're in Norwalk, where JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO has a lot of fans. He's 6-0, 2 KOs. And Edgar Figueroa, saludo gente de Puerto Rico. LLAMIDO's been working his way up. Last fought in February on a Thompson boxing card in Ontario. He fought in Pico Rivera at the Bull Ring before that. In all his other 4 fights were at the Big Punch Arena in Tijuana during COVID. He went down there and turned pro, got to work. He's progressing nicely. Mentioned that he's been one of the kids that at the age of 22, you've heard of him, especially in the Southern California gym scene, where he's been working and sparring with different guys. So you know that he's been doing the work. But he has his own gym with his dad in the backyard. That's where they do the work.
So he gets a lot of experience and gets a name by really working with the bigger names as well, I'm assuming. Is this the big, this This is a big stage for him.
Yes, it
It's
is.
such a, yeah,
Yeah,
6-0.
definitely the most exposure for JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO. Very confident young man.
You can tell he's really focused when he's in there. Sometimes the nerves can show.
Very calm, collected. I've worked 3 of his fights, and he takes his time. He doesn't rush. So that's something too. When you progress, and when you start your career, you don't have a promoter, you don't have a manager. You're just working your way, trying to get the attention.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you're on different promotions, and now you're on a Golden Boy card. You got to impress.
Yeah, he looks great. And you can tell he's not letting the moment get in his head. He's thinking nicely. He's changing up his combinations, feigning, setting up with his jab.
And you'll see that where he goes at orthodox, he'll go southpaw, primarily as a southpaw. But he's very comfortable moving back and forth.
Yeah, no, he looks great.
El Titán Figueroa, his opponent, he's coming off a draw. And he knows he's fought a couple undefeated fighters. He's also fought in the U.S., Ecuador, Colombia.
He's game. I just don't think he knows right now what to do about the timing. He doesn't know how to get in yet.
You got to figure things out. And the last fight for Figueroa was against an opponent who was 2-4 and they had a draw in Colombia. So that changed things up.
Figueroa not landing nicely there.
Good 1-2 from LLAMIDO in the black trunks. Jab to the midsection, overhand right from LLAMIDO.
Yeah, you can tell Figueroa wants to be close. He wants to be on the inside.
Yeah, want to stay close.
Yeah.
Don't give him room.
Yeah, and he doesn't want to give him room at all. But he's staying on the outside.
Clash of heads. She trains with him, diets with him, all that stuff.
The father trains her as well.
Yes. So it's a family affair for them. LLAMIDO locks in. So he starts on southpaw, he'll move back and forth. Do you like that?
I do. I think it suits him well. He knows how to do it well. It would be different if he didn't do it so nicely, but I think it works. It works well for him.
Off balance is Figueroa, bounces off the ropes. LLAMIDO. We interviewed him for the Golden Boy Insider. You can see on the YouTube page. It's where we have different kind of questions. You've been a guest on it, where we don't talk boxing. Like, so what do you do? And he's like, well, I'm usually in bed by 8 o'clock, 9. Like,
Yeah.
okay, like, you
Yeah,
watch.
LLAMIDO?
Yeah, LLAMIDO. Like, what do you? Okay, that's good. It's very disciplined. What boxers should be doing. Like, so what do you watch? Like any shows on Netflix? He's like, no, I don't watch that. I watch K-drama, the Korean soap operas.
Oh.
That's what he watches because he's
That's
all about it. I'm
That's
like,
cool.
okay, I'm obviously not the most hippest guy, but he's like, yeah, I like it because it's more family oriented, wholesome. That's the kind of guy he is. But when he gets in the ring, forget wholesome, forget family oriented. He's coming in to attack.
His alter ego comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a super sweet kid out and super beast inside.
Yep.
He's landing nicely with his overhands to the body, to the head.
He's controlling.
He's a very, very good fighter. Really intelligent. You can tell he's like everything has an intention. Everything has an intention.
It should, right? You should have a purpose when you're fighting.
Yeah, but sometimes not all fighters throw every single thing with intent. There, there's, I guess, gray areas where punches are thrown just to be thrown. But he's really everything, all the way up to the foot feints and the freezes.
One, two from LLAMIDO.
That
Keeping the
was
high guard up.
a very nice straight that he threw on the inside. Curved it right at the end, right on the tip, right on the jaw of Figueroa. LLAMIDO landing pretty right.
You hear the ooh from the crowd.
Yes, I think everybody's no one's bored. Everyone's kind of in awe
Yeah,
of
watching this.
his talent.
He's controlling his fight. He's got to figure things out. He keeps on moving as he progresses his career. Young JAPHETHLEE. So
Great round. Really nice skill set.
some highlights here, Marlon Esparza.
LLAMIDO, the southpaw stance. Keeping him on the outside, really stalking Figueroa. Landing that right hand over the top. Freezing, rolling. Really using it all. Really good round. I'm gonna keep following LLAMIDO.
Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Man,
He's got some potential.
a lot of potential. Beautiful fighter. I'm gonna keep track of him.
So Edgar Figueroa is trained by Charles Mooney, who was an Olympian in 1976. Silver medalist in the bantamweight division. Went on to career as a trainer.
Figueroa picking it up. Got LLAMIDO in the corner for a little bit.
He had the Charles Mooney Boxing Academy for a while. He also trained the Army teams. He's also the coach of the Beijing, China. He was in Beijing, China games as the Chinese Olympic boxing coach. So he's been around the world, been a lot of other things. And here he is now, training Edgar Figueroa, who's got his hands full against JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO.
Yeah, you can tell Figueroa is a good fighter. The skill sets just doesn't match up.
Yeah.
But
LLAMIDO's looking good too.
yes, but Figueroa is no joke.
LLAMIDO moves around. It's hard to find him too.
With the switching of the stances, it's even hard to call what he's throwing because of the switching and how quickly and gracefully he does it.
Beto Duran alongside 2012 Olympian Marlon Esparza.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. What is it? The record you had? You were the first U.S. Olympic female.
First Olympian to ever, first female Olympian to qualify for the Olympic Games, and first female to medal
First female to medal. Awesome, great accomplishment.
for the USA.
And the accomplishments keep coming. Now the Ring Magazine champion in the flyweight division.
Super excited about it. Then we'll get the IBF.
You're trying to unify.
Trying to get the IBF,
You want to unify these division belts.
and I'm gonna get the WBO. Golden Boy's working on it. Hopefully get it done by the end of the year.
So which ones do you have right now?
I have the WBC, the WBA, and the Ring Magazine.
So WBO and IBF. Marlene's looking for you.
Yes, I am. If you have them, I'm coming.
Just like JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO is looking for victory tonight. He's controlling this fight. The young man from Norwalk, California. Filipino roots. Good shot by LLAMIDO.
Beautiful straight.
Straight to the point, huh? Another one. Like, there's no wasted effort from LLAMIDO, as we see.
Yeah, his accuracy. He's very accurate.
Now he's starting to put together some combinations as the fight progresses.
Still hanging in there, still trying to be aggressive, but it's not really working for him.
So Figueroa stands up and put a bow on that story about Charles Mooney. They're wondering, like, okay, so if he had all those accomplishments as an amateur, what did he do pro? He didn't. Mooney did not turn pro after the 76 games, the trainer of Edgar Figueroa. He decided to make the Army his career. He did 22 years in the armed services, and he retired as a sergeant first class, and that's afterwards is where he started his foundation, and he's trained many people all over the world. And over here is now. 71 looks good.
Yeah, I have to be sure to tell him thank you when this is done. He didn't mention that.
He barely mentioned anything. That's how Olympians are awesome. I love being around anybody who's Olympic because it's the opportunity to represent your country, and you're in that village where nobody else is there except the best of the best in the world.
It's an amazing experience.
Because who was that 2012 team you were on?
With the guys, it was Earl Spence, Joseph Diaz, Jamel Herring, Marcus Brown, Hunter, Jose Ramirez, Clarissa Shields.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you represent U.S. or whatever country, the opportunity to go to the games. And did you do this opening ceremony?
I did. It was that was one of the coolest things ever. I couldn't even see anything but lights, and everybody looked like little ants. And then you're walking by a whole bunch of famous people. You're like, oh my gosh, I know you.
Ooh, good shot line, LLAMIDO. Another good shot for LLAMIDO. 1-2 goes on upstairs.
Yeah. Figueroa would serve him well not to stay in that range. If you were just to move in, not out. Moving out's not working well for him. He's staying right at the end of LLAMIDO's punches.
Good movement, too, by LLAMIDO, where you can tell he does that rope work, right?
Yeah.
The Soga going back and forth.
Does LLAMIDO have a nickname?
No.
No.
It's just Japhet. His name is JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO, a name from the Bible, given to him by his father, Ingamar. It's when you interview him, you thought you're serious, Marlene? Nah, this dude.
Yeah.
It's straight to the point. Like, yes, no, all right, cool. Like, so when you come interview him, you better have some good questions. Like,
He'll learn over time.
no, it's not. He's not. He has a personality, just more of he's so serious about everything. Just like that overhand right. Yeah, he said he's so laser focused, doesn't have many friends because it's all about boxing, training, and trying to climb up. And again, doesn't have a promoter. Got to open up some eyes.
Yeah. Well, and he has at least he has a girlfriend, but she has to train with him, right?
Yep. And like everything is about boxing with him.
It's beautiful, though. Way to be. Beautiful. Now he's showing some shoulder rolls. He's been landing that overhand. All
left man.
Oh,
good round there by JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO. Third bout of the afternoon. We have one more. It's going to be Jorge Chavez against Eduardo Melendez. Then at 5 o'clock, it's going to be the DAZN broadcast. But right now, it's been all JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO controlling this fight at Marlene.
Yeah, LLAMIDO's really keying out, landing that straight over that overhand right. Then he's really just setting up all his overhands right, overhands left. They've been working for him really nicely this round. He's keeping Figueroa at the end of all his punches. Figueroa's trying to throw. He's really trying to stay in the fight, but doesn't seem to be working for him.
Leslie Torres watching right now. Leonardo Partido watching. Partido family checking out JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO. Daniel Anguiano. Salinas, California checking in for Japeth.
And Lamido's really showing.
He's controlling. He's looking good.
Yeah, he's really showing what he can do, though. He's moving. He's throwing when he needs to throw. He's keeping his range.
All right, so you see blood on the trunks of Edgar Figueroa. That's blood from his elbow. Like, how does it blood bleeding to the elbow? I saw him at the hotel, and he was looking for a first aid kit because he fell in the shower this morning. So the blood on the right elbow for Figueroa is because he fell in the shower, and he had a Band-Aid and it wouldn't stop. And it was cut nicely this morning. I think he might have needed some stitches.
Wow.
But he's like, it's just been that kind of day. So you wake up, you take a shower, and you slip, and then you're in the ring, and LLAMIDO is just all over you.
Yeah, could have been a bad omen.
Yeah, it's like, he's like, oh, man. I'm like, hey, guy, nice to meet you. Like, what am I going to say, you know?
Yeah, that's not a good way to start fight day.
Yeah, because I was like, where's the blood coming from? Because it's not on his face. Oh, and that one tagged him, and he takes the knee. That caught him. The delayed reaction, LLAMIDO. And the corner's going to stop it. The corner has decided to stop it. They're going to protect the fighter. Charles Mooney gave the towel to the commission and decided to protect his young fighter, Edgar Figueroa. He wasn't getting beat up, but he was getting tagged. And I think that shot was too much.
I have to agree with.
So JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO gets his third KO. This one coming in the 5th round. 135 of the 5th round. LLAMIDO with the KO. So, and so you see LLAMIDO. There's the highlight. And he's moving around. The body shot and the hook to the right side of the body tagged him. He had the delayed reaction, took that knee. He looked to his corner, and Charles Mooney said, no, my young man has had too much. So congratulations to Team LLAMIDO. They get their 7th victory. And JAPHETHLEE, not much emotion. I love that from that young man. Stays true to script. Are we going to get a smile out of him? Probably not. The picture. Nah, no smile from Japhet. But he's feeling pretty good inside. You know he is. Good fight for the young man. Inside the ring is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 35 seconds of round number 5, the blue corner requests this fight be stopped. We declare your winner by TKO. He is still undefeated. Norwalk's own JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO.
So, oh, there's that smile from JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO. All right, now he's feeling pretty good. Stoppage to TKO as the corner stopped it for it. So a lot of fans here inside the Toyota Arena for JAPHETHLEE LLAMIDO as he gets the victory.